Welcome back. Now, yesterday morning we heard from medical researcher Dr. Shaun Holt, who suggested chiropractors couldn't cure anything other than a bad back. Well, here to defend his profession is chiropractor Doug Blackburn. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Pippa.
Nice to have you on.
It's good to be back on.
You've had a lot of feedback after Shaun Holt was on the show yesterday.
We had a lot of feedback, and it was from all areas. And I thought, coming on this morning, it's probably a good idea just to get people back to the basics to start with, to know where chiropractors are coming from. So I thought I'll start by asking Paul a quick question, because Paul would know this answer.
Oh.
Paul,
I would know the answer to any question.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Paul, if you cut yourself, just cut yourself in the hand.
Yeah, all right. What now?
You do it now. What normally would happen within about 7 days' time, normally? Quickly.
It would get better.
Bingo. So you know the body has the ability to heal. It's something inherently we're born with. However, your question is, yeah, here we go. What sits up inside the skull and travels down through the spinal column?
Nerves.
Bingo. And we know that nerves basically run and control. You did very well.
Yeah, good. No, seriously.
I know.
We are so good, aren't we? Give us another one.
Ooh, I'll wait.
Okay.
Basically, what we've got there is two premises. One, the body heals. Two, the nervous system runs the body. Now, if that nervous system runs the body, it travels down through your spinal column. So chiropractic is not based on a belief that, you know, this energy flows. It's based on the fact that your nervous system runs your body. Interference to the messages are going to affect the overall health of the body.
Right.
So we'll see people who have, diabetes. I had a quadriplegic come in one time for adjustment. We've got stroke people. We've got people with all sorts of conditions. We're not treating that condition. We're checking their spine to see if there's any interference that will slow the body down. Makes sense. If we can help them even a little bit, without using drugs, without using surgery, it's going to be in their best interest.
So chiropractors are not out there claiming they will cure asthma, for example?
No.
No.
We had it's funny because I had a lot of patients coming yesterday saying, man, you know, my child had asthma and now they don't have to take it as often. You know, so you get a lot of these cases coming through, but not every asthma patient is going to respond to adjusting. There's different causes to it. So it's like, you know, that little saying there was a bit off the wall. Well,
one of the other issues that came up was strokes and the occurrence of strokes and people who saw chiropractors, and a concern over people having their neck adjusted by chiropractors. It was
interesting watching that because, well, he made a comment of 700, incidents. Well, he didn't embellish it, he didn't tell where that came from, and I sort of had calls from different researchers from around the world, from overseas, saying, hang on, latest research, best research is saying this, and I think it was 2001, Canadian Medical Journal said the incidence of a cervical injury was 1 in 5.8 million.
Right.
1 in 5.8 million. And last year, I think in 2008, there was you may have heard of the there's a research going bone and joints or decade or whatever. These guys came up and found that the latest research from last year has shown that there's as much incidence of a stroke or vertebral artery injury occurring from visiting a chiropractor as there is a GP.
Right. So you're a safe. I mean, there will be some rogue operators. There is in every single profession. I mean, do you feel that that is any more prevalent in chiropractic?
I think chiropractic is probably the most safest profession you're going to go to if you're going to consider getting your spine adjusted. Absolutely. We've been doing this for over 100 years now. So if you're going to see somebody, you answer me this one. Paul, this is for you.
Yeah, stand by.
You ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Ready for anything.
If you've got a choice of seeing somebody who's had, say, 4 weekend courses of adjusting the neck or manipulating the neck to somebody who's trained for under supervision for up to 2 to 4 years, who are you going to choose?
What does she look like?
Well, I've had something very attractive for you, Paul.
All right, then, I'll go with the most attractive one.
So, and seriously, there's qualifications. And if you're going to take a profession that specialises in it, well, I think it's really common sense. And I think he was mentioning the other day, you've got options. You do have options of, taking medication, you're getting massage or getting manipulated. Well, heck, the risks involved and the danger in case of taking simple things like anti-inflammatories or painkillers, crikey, if we went through the stats on the admissions to hospitals in the States, I think the gastro into one of the big medical journals or research organisations in the States, it's like between 100,000 and 200,000 in the States annually are people going to hospital because of reactions
to medication.
To medication.
Doug, look, thank you very much for putting your side of the story forward. Doug Blackburn, chiropractor.